hello, hello.
Hey.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? Am I echoing?
Oh no,
Yeah.
we're not on.
Oh no.
Just kidding.
We're just kidding. It's coming.
Try that.
All right. Is that
Wait.
better? No?
I can hear me, but I can't.
You can't hear me?
Oh no, they're about to see me. I don't like this.
Oh, good. Come on,
Uh-uh.
Devin.
We're all new.
Check.
We'll figure it out. We got new equipment. They can't
Are you
hear
on?
me.
Yep, we got new equipment. We're gonna just.
Can they hear you?
I think we're live. I don't know if they can hear me or not.
Yeah.
They can hear me. Devin says they can hear me.
Okay.
Yours sounds.
Mine sounds weird.
Yeah, you're not.
I think you're getting
I'm
picked
not
up by
working.
mine.
Oh, yeah.
Is that button in?
Wait, keep talking.
Yeah.
You can just. I
Keep
don't know.
talking,
Yep.
so-
Push that in. No, that's good. Technical
So you get
difficulties.
to be the talker for
Oh, there you go.
Am I in?
Yep.
There you are.
Now you are.
You're in.
Oh, good. All right. Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Now I can hear it. Now I can hear it. All right.
Now we're good. Welcome to the Shine.
The magic
new-
audio man, Devin, made it all work.
He even ducked. He wasn't getting in the. They might have had a glimpse of him. So
He doesn't like to be on the camera. He's behind the scenes.
no, that's good. So we got shiny mics.
We got
You,
brand new
you weren't here
shiny
for the
mics.
mics last week.
Last week? No, I was on Zoom last week. So these are nice.
Yeah.
These are real nice. I like them.
Yeah, they look professional.
Yeah.
So
These are new too, yeah or no?
well, these are bad. Yeah, these are like heavy duty.
Yeah, those are new.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, I think.
So.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is good. Okay. And we're on Facebook now too,
They
yes?
really pick up. Like I even put that on that cup.
No,
I gotta
you
be
gotta be
careful.
careful.
For every.
Yeah.
Gosh, I
You're
need
gonna
to,
have to sit still.
Yeah, I need to. We need to do something different. This thing like picks me up breathing. It's like
I know. You're gonna have to
I'm afraid to move. I'm like,
this is a test for you.
I know. I can't even put my cup down without. I can't even sip my tea.
Sip your tea. Everyone's gonna hear you sip your tea.
I know. So good. All right. Yeah. It seems like it's been a long time.
I
Since
know.
we've
Well,
talked.
we were on last week. I was just
No, we were
Zoom.
on, but I feel like so much has happened in.
I know. Well, last week we had Bird on, yeah.
Yeah, we had Bird on last week. Yeah, which is awesome. Love you, Bird.
I know.
And then you were in Hilton Head. I was here, and then we had a bachelor party.
Oh yeah, you.
I feel like that was like. I feel like
was not part of the bachelor
no,
party.
you were not part of the bachelor party. That felt like 20 days.
Really? You were only there from Friday to Sunday morning, right? Friday afternoon to Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So literally, like I was like, how long have we been here? It's
Yeah.
been like, it was fun. It was good. We had biz groomsmen and
Some friends.
friends. Yeah, but it was like literally a good experience. We went, we drove down to Columbus, hour and a half away, and we went to the suit man.
The suit man. So you're getting all the groomsmen, and you and the father of the bride are getting suits from.
Yeah. So we went.
And Lewis, and the groom.
What the heck did we do? Oh, we picked up. Yeah. So Emmanuel came in and Junior came in. So we picked up. Junior came in
From the
early.
airport.
From the airport. So he drove up with two boys. One was from Jersey, one from Atlanta. We picked up Emmanuel, and then we drove to pick up Junior at my brother's house.
Okay.
Stole beers from my brother.
Typical.
Typical. Yeah, that's all he has in
Good,
it.
good.
Typical bachelor. That's all he has in his refrigerator.
Just beer.
Just beer. Yeah.
No condiments. No like ketchup and none.
I think he had. Yeah, I think he does have ketchup. He had a couple of things, but not
Probably had
much.
some things to help the takeout.
Not much at all. So
He eats out a
but
lot.
he had a couple different beers, so we grabbed those. So then we drove to the suit man's place.
Okay.
So he canceled like all his people for the day. It's like almost like Pretty Woman in a way.
Yeah.
Not quite.
The guy's version.
Guy's version, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has an account down at there's a convenience store like 2 doors down. So
Yeah.
It's like so he had he came in. I say, hey, can we have a beer in here? He's like, yeah, bring him in. And then we brought him in, and we got the suits out, and then he measured and Sue his tailor.
They were already ordered before.
Yeah, everything was
So this
ordered. We were
kind of
just
a fitting.
This
This was a
yeah.
fitting experience.
So they were getting
Okay.
tailored, and this guy is good.
Yeah.
I mean, so literally all he had was a jacket size, and then from your jacket size, he basically ordered, and then you came in and he redid pants. It's like he was cutting the pants in. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, cuff in here, like my left is a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So he cuffs that a little bit, you know what I mean? So that on my suit.
So they're the
yeah.
same.
So they're
Yeah.
same.
That's cool.
Yeah, really good. And
I saw some pictures of that where you guys were all like standing up on the thing.
yeah, you step on a little
yeah.
platform, you stand there, and Sue comes,
Yeah.
she marks it, and you know the whole deal. So it's
Yeah.
awesome. And then went down, grabbed a beer at the convenience store. It's like put on his tab. It was funny. And then yeah, so it was
Fun.
interesting. We did that,
And all the
then-
guys were there for that?
So we had 4 of us were there,
Okay.
and then Lewis.
Oh, they came a little
They
later.
came a little later,
Yeah. Okay.
'cause they were
kind of a little bit of a.
We had 3, yeah, so pretty much throughout the
Yeah.
whole day. Then we went to the hotel, stayed at a hotel called the Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really cool. Like
Yeah.
you check in and you get a little token and you can get a free drink.
Oh, I saw your little token. You
yeah.
didn't cash that in.
No.
You paid for all the drinks. Because
Well-
it sounds like you were
Well,
not drinking.
no, it's in my pocket. I didn't know because it's stuck in
I thought that was the casino name because it looks like a
yeah, casinos. Yeah.
a casino chip. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I didn't realize the casino in Columbus was called the Moxie, but it wasn't.
No.
It's the hotel you stayed in was the Moxie.
Yeah. So they stuff them in with your keys.
Oh,
And so I
Yeah.
did get one, and there was like 2 or 3 of each thing, and then I just
that's kind of cool.
it got put in my pocket, and I was leaving.
That's is that the same place that had the rooftop bar?
Yeah.
Same. So
Yeah.
you stayed with and that was cool. You guys liked it there.
Yeah, so Larry had a great dinner. Got one of our guys down there, manager Martinis hooked me up, and had a good dinner. I think it's called not Marcella or
Yeah, Marcellus.
is it Marcella's? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Had an awesome dinner, and then we went to casino, played cards all night. Not all night, and we were home by 1.
Played
and
blackjack.
Played blackjack. Yeah, it was fun. Played guys that absolutely had no idea what they were doing.
Really?
Yeah, it was funny. They were like, yeah, not even.
Were they young guys or?
No, one was the older guys, but he was winning, and it was like
Yeah.
literally. I mean, he was like, and if anybody knows, like you play by the book, you know, he got the card, and so it's like he'd be a 2, okay, and the dealer would have a 6. So
Twos are tricky.
not when you have a 2. It's not.
You don't
tricky
think
at all.
twos are tricky? Twos are never tricky?
If
he has a 6, no,
if
it's
the
not.
dealer has a 2,
Yeah.
it's tricky.
Yeah. Oh, you have the 2.
You have the
You
2.
have the 2, and the dealer has a 6. That's not
So he
tricky.
has 12.
Okay, that's not tricky. I get you. Okay.
No, not tricky at all.
Yeah, that's not tricky.
So he would hit it,
Yeah.
and this happened like 3 times.
And he won.
He would hit it, and it'd be a 3. 15. Not a great math guy, but I got it. And he's hitting again.
That's even worse.
Yes. And he did that like 3 times where he hit a 2 and like doesn't bust and then hits 2 more times.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Did he win?
Yeah.
That's
I'm like-
wild.
but the good thing about the table was nobody was complaining.
Oh, yeah,
Like, that's what I
that's
hate.
good.
Play your cards. You don't play your cards. It's your
Right.
$10, $20. Play what the heck you want to play.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
That
so-
is fun though. I played one night in Vegas with a guy who was hitting on crazy things. He was splitting 8s and splitting kings. I mean, he had plenty to drink, but he was doing crazy things at the blackjack
Yeah.
table, and he walked away a huge winner, and it was
it's funny. I mean, but it's
was
like
entertaining.
the
for
worst
sure.
is when people complain
You
about it.
can't count on it.
And it gets tense.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
no, no.
To me, it's
It's
like
just fun.
We had a guy. I forget I did something.
It's fun.
I hit a 2 against a 3. Sometimes I do it. Dealer has a 3. I'll hit a 2 against 3.
Okay.
I was doing that for a while, and it can go either way. And I did it. And
It all can go either way.
Right. I busted, and then it took his card.
Yeah.
This dude got all over me.
Really?
Oh yeah. And I just looked there and said, dude, throw me $50 because I was like I was playing like $25 or $50 a hand.
Yeah.
I was like, throw me the $50,
You can tell me how to play.
and you
my
can play
cards.
my cards.
Yeah.
But until my money,
Mike,
I'm going to play it the way I want to play it. Like, don't,
Yeah.
you know, anyways.
Well,
but
plus it's all
it doesn't matter.
It's called gambling. It's
Yeah, that's
all
right.
gambling.
That's right. So we did that, and then
That's good.
got up in the morning, went and had breakfast at this town hall. It was really nice. And then kind of walked around, and I had a little work to do. I did a little work, and then literally we started bar hopping, and not in a, like, drinking, pounding, not at all. Just we were walking down to like this escape
You guys had a
room.
really nice day, didn't you?
Yeah, had a great, beautiful day. So we walked down Columbus, went to escape room, found this little bar by the escape room, went up there and had a drink, a couple drinks. And
Did
then
you escape?
we did not escape.
No.
I am so bad at that. Are you good at escape rooms?
I've never done one.
You've never done one? They're really fun. I love
I don't have the
games.
mind of an
I love
escape
games,
room.
but I don't. I think you have to do them enough and kind of get the hang of. You kind of get to know kind of what they're looking for, what you're looking for. But We did. We've done a couple of them.
I won't
together
say
with the
where we're
boys.
at, but there was one. It was like literally you had to find some things, and they had this arrow, and it would look like, and there was tin in the corner
Okay.
and screws. Okay,
Yeah.
so one place where a screw was missing
Yeah.
was a 0,
Yeah.
but it looked like a screw fell out.
Right. No, but that's it. You got to be. You
Like you
got
got to think that
be.
way. I
Yeah.
did solve one thing.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay.
What was your solve?
I forget, but I put it in. I did the little combination thing.
And you got it.
And I got it. And I
Got
was
it.
like, I pretty much, there was like 13 of us in there, 12 of us in
That's
there.
a lot.
A lot of guys. So people were running around. I pretty much took the role on that. I put all the props on.
Oh yeah.
So I took,
You're the entertainment value.
I was the entertainment. I sat down, I'd have my helmet on. I put a little, it was all like a German camp
Okay.
type of thing.
Yeah.
So they had like a German coat.
Yeah.
I put
I
the coat
saw you
on.
in the hat.
Yeah, so I
saw
put the
a
hat
picture of
on,
you
then
in
I
the
put
hat.
the jacket on, then I found these pants. Like, oh, these pants were awesome. I'll put them on. So I put the pants on, and I just
Were
put
there
my-
any secrets in there?
No.
No, like secrets in the pockets or
No,
anything.
it was
No?
nothing to do with the.
Okay.
I was that. They actually let me take it down out of the room, and then I got to take a picture in the
Really?
with the group that we didn't make
That's
it.
funny.
So, but it felt like forever. Then we went
Really?
to a rooftop bar that night.
Well, you did a lot of things.
Yeah, well, not really.
Did you do bowling? You were gonna do.
We ended up
bowling.
not doing bowling.
Not do bowling.
Like really, it just was long. It's like you ate. I think we ate all day.
Yeah.
We drank all day. Like I mean, like
a long
they said, it was nobody was like out of hand. Nobody. It was really mellow because that's how Lewis is.
Yeah.
Lewis is very mellow. So it's very
Yeah.
very mellow. We went. We end up getting bottle service up at the rooftop bar.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you can get a seat.
Right.
I was like, I'm not staying around. And it actually wasn't. It was like $300 a bottle, so it wasn't terrible
For
for
the
like
amount of, if you're gonna pay for drinks, I'd
right
have to
for
quit
10. I think there was.
guys.
I think there's 13 of us there,
Yeah.
and literally, you know,
You'll
we're like,
spend that for sure.
oh,
on-
just two
yeah.
drinks. I mean,
Yeah.
so it worked out good because we had a little spot. We hung out there, and yeah, but it was.
That's
I feel like I was there for a long time.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, that drinking life is not your life anymore. So I'm sure
it's
it
not my
felt
life. I don't know how he did it. I was like, gosh, people do this. You know, and this place was packed. It was like
Yeah.
people do it.
They're
every
younger.
night. I know.
They're younger, Nick.
They were doing the bar. I was watching the bartenders. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
You were there when you were younger.
Yeah, they were really good though. They were like, we didn't know how to make all the stuff that these guys.
Well, you were serving people. You were
College.
serving college kids. They don't care.
I knew how to pour beer into a bucket.
Yeah. Ugh. That was a thing.
Nailed it. Oh wait, like the beer went into the bucket?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
And
not
then-
like now a bucket of beers is like a bucket of ice with 6 bottled
Yeah.
beer. No. When we went to Ohio State, the bucket itself was full of
It wasn't that. It
draft beer.
was a 5-gallon bucket.
Wait, 5 gallons?
Was it?
Well,
No, it wasn't. It
no,
wasn't.
no, it wasn't that small. It was like the regular, like a bucket you would have here.
No, it wasn't. That's not what I have.
Well, you all put straws in it or something?
No,
Or-
No.
you would have a plastic cup
That
and
you left
dip
in
it
it.
in.
You left
Yeah.
it in, and you floated on top, and you would.
You would dip a cup into the draft beer out of the bucket. It was
So
disgusting.
gross.
It was
Yeah.
very gross.
no.
It was probably warm
It
by
was
the time.
terrible.
No,
It
because
was
you drank it.
terrible.
Most of the time, it was a bunch of people. It was the best
okay.
deal. They were five.
was
They were
cheap.
five. No, I'm sorry. They weren't. Yeah, they were. I think they were like, they were a gallon. They were gallon buckets,
Yeah, it wasn't 5.
not 5 gallons. Yeah, it was a gallon bucket for $5.
It was disgusting.
Some were 10. Then they went to 10. Sometimes we'd have specials that go to 5.
It was disgusting.
Yeah. Well, they were terrible. Yeah, new buckets only. If you worked there, you only took new buckets. Nobody cleaned them.
Ugh.
Ooh,
Just-
that's
So
terrible.
Gross. So gross. The only place I ever went that did that was I think Maxwell's.
Maxwell. Yeah.
Maxwell's. All of that places. That
Oh
were
well,
there.
anything that our company did them, we were big on them.
Really?
Yeah, like
I think
Papa
only did
Joe's
that at
maybe
Maxwell's.
did, but ours were Park Alley, High Energy, and I mean, our bar. It's funny because we were talking to, I think one of the servers or something, like one of the girls that were serving at the town hall, and I don't know, we started talking about what are you guys doing here? Telling Bad Spray, have you ever been here? And yeah, we used to go to college here, bartend, blah blah blah. Where'd you bartend? Like nothing down there that because it's all
No,
it's all
they all
torn out.
raised it, and yeah, it's all gone.
And we
It
talked,
needed to be
and we
gone.
were talking about buckets, and we were saying like the bar I worked in had 20 places you could get alcohol, just about. It was like all these little cubby holes. It was big. You had outside bar. We had
Yeah.
when we were full go everything. There was
was like three stories.
outside. Yeah, it was 3 stories, 3 outside bars. So you had dance music, progressive music. You had sing along music.
Yeah.
You had the outdoor, and then we had like a little cubby hole that was like had a bar in there that was like a little like just quiet. No, you know what I mean? Sit
Yeah.
around and just talk, dark in there.
Yeah.
That bar, we had places where they had beer carts, you know what I mean? Like all this kind of stuff's inside there. So it was like, so at the end of the night, you know, you get done and somebody always had to clean the bucket. So there was times when you'd look out there, it'd be 3:00 in the morning, and we'd have to meet with everybody. Like before they let us go, everything had to be done before anybody could leave. So it's 3:30, and you're like, "So let me clean the buckets." They're like, "No." Like, all right, throw water on them, let it drip off. And the manager thinks that they are dripping wet. And yes,
It
you
is
pour water in the
terrible.
top.
That's awful.
If you pour water in the
Terrible.
top, it would go down,
Disgusting.
and then so they would never know. But it was like
Disgusting.
it would literally be like 70 buckets that you'd have to clean. It was going to be 30, 40 minutes of cleaning buckets. It was like, yeah, it's too late. I'm not doing it. So don't drink the buckets.
So now wiser people created buckets.
We figured the alcohol was like cleansing it. Anyways, so
All right, let's move on. We need to move on.
what'd you do? Oh, you were home.
I was home.
Yeah.
I was in Hilton Head and then I came home
Oh,
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I just had a really relaxing weekend. Sunday and Monday was good.
I got home Sunday night. Yeah, and we hung out.
We have a wedding in a month,
Yeah,
so
getting that around.
Sunday, Monday we're kind of relaxing. We have a lot coming up between now and the wedding, so it's going to be super busy. All fun busy, but very busy.
Good. All right, let's get into.
Let's get into the
This is all you.
goods.
This is the preventing type 2.
Preventing type 2 diabetes
It's interesting.
program. I'm actually super excited about it.
I know. And it's kind of a passion,
Yeah.
for us. I mean, we've been
helping people with weight loss for 17 years, and not specifically for any reason other than to help them lose weight, but a side effect we've seen over the last 17 years is a lot of them get a lot healthier, and their doctors tell them, you were on track for diabetes and now you're doing really well with your diet and your exercise. So I was presented with the opportunity a couple months ago to get a certification to become a lifestyle coach for the National Diabetes Prevention Program, which is like a certification I know, thank you. Clap, 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 clap it up. I love it. I'm really excited about it. It's a certification to teach a program that was developed by the CDC. So it's been around a while. The stats have been around a while. People have been running the program for many years, but there's still a ridiculous amount of people in the United States that have pre-diabetes as kind of the target.
So what is diabetes? What is type 2 diabetes?
So good question. See, you're gonna have to ask me all these questions. You're gonna be the interviewer this time. This doesn't happen very much.
I'm gonna be good. Is this on Facebook too?
Oh my
Facebook,
gosh.
right?
Type 2 diabetes is the diabetes that is reversible. You can change type 2 diabetes. Your body
They call it the lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, yeah. It's usually caused by poor lifestyle choices, and if you get those lifestyle choices in check, then you can reverse it. And not only that,
I will 2 go to 1.
No.
That's a
That's a
misnomer.
good question. No. So 1 and 2 are completely different. Type 1 is your body is not making insulin. It's never going to make insulin. They used to call it juvenile diabetes because most kids were diagnosed with juvenile diabetes, type 1 diabetes. Those, it doesn't matter what kind of lifestyle they live. They could live the most perfect, clean eating, healthy, active lifestyle, and their body will still have diabetes because their pancreas is not making insulin. So
They have to take insulin.
they have to take insulin. And that's,
So that's a missed thing. Some people think 2 will go into 1.
no, 1 is 1.
Right.
2 is 2. Yeah.
2 gets better. What's
Well, you can take insulin as a type 2 diabetic.
Okay.
You can, but that's hopefully that's not. I mean, that's part of what we're trying to do. The first thing we're trying to do is
that's probably
pre-diabetic.
So you think that's the confusion then?
What do you mean?
Because people talk about taking.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So
if
the
you're taking insulin, some people are saying like if you take insulin, you're type 1.
Yes.
That's not true.
That's not true,
No.
yeah.
Insulin is a medication for type 1 or type 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't think about that. I see it now. Okay. Yeah. No, insulin is a medication
But the first line of defense should be
The
what?
first line of defense is diet and exercise for type 2 to prevent type 2. So there are actually, where are my stats? There are 98 million Americans that are technically pre-diabetic, and 80 million of them don't even know it because it's not a, you don't, maybe you're young, maybe you're overweight, maybe if you've had a pregnancy and you've had gestational diabetes, that puts you in that risk category. Maybe your blood sugar levels have struggled a little bit, but your doctor doesn't always say like you are pre-diabetic, and there's not necessarily like a diagnosis, but there is a category of pre-diabetes.
Okay.
And so a lot of people don't even know it. And they're at risk for one of the most devastating diseases, problems in America right now, because it's a lot of people call it like a silent disease.
Does it lead to heart problems?
So when you're diabetic, it can lead slowly, which is the problem, because it's not an instant. You don't feel instantly bad you don't wake up one day with type 2 diabetes and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel terrible. No, it's a slow burn to a lot of problems. It can be heart problems, it can be vision problems, it can be circulatory problems, it could be problems with your organs.
So have you seen as a therapist people that have lost limbs?
Yeah, that's actually one of my biggest reasons for like wanting to do this so much is when I was working in physical therapy, I would treat a lot of people. Two categories of people that come to mind right away. The first category, people that were amputees because their circulation was so bad that they would, a lot of times their circulation would be really bad. They'd get a wound from something on their foot. They're diabetic. They couldn't feel it. They didn't know it was there. It would get worse. It would get infected.
So this is type 2 too.
This is type 2.
Right.
And the doctors
So a lot of people think it's only type 1.
No, it was mostly type 2. The doctors would do all they could do, try and save the limb, on and on and on, and eventually they lose a foot or the lower part of their leg, or sometimes more than that, but most common it's like lower leg amputee.
People aren't scared of that.
And but it doesn't happen quickly, so there's no yes, Lynn, I see your message. We can get together. I will help you. There's not a quick problem that shows up. And so by the time you actually have a problem, your body's in such poor health that it's hard to recover. So the time to recover from it is before it actually happens, which is not the American way. You know what I mean?
I do know. Yeah. I concur.
You concur?
I concur.
Yeah.
Like it's like I want the metformin is one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the metformin. I want the shot.
Yeah.
I want the
Right.
the
And
quick
all of that
fix.
works. But none of that, nobody that prescribes any of that stuff says, take this metformin and eat whatever you want and don't exercise.
No,
right.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nobody says that.
Right.
Nobody
But-
promotes that.
Nobody does. But the problem
But-
is
but
we as a
society
society
want
think that
that,
way,
when
yeah.
we think that way. Yeah. So I'm not saying like it's a bad,
I got a headache. What do you take?
you take something to fix your headache.
You
And
take
right.
Advil. You
Yeah.
take my back hurts. I mean,
Right.
I
Yeah,
fell
no,
into
it's
that.
the-
I done it. Well, I don't really. I guess I do it, but my philosophy is different. Where it's more of, I probably should stretch,
yes, you should.
and that's going to help some of my pain.
Yes.
But I really don't take.
You don't take medicine
No, I
hardly
don't take
ever. But that's what I'm saying. By the time there's consequences, the lifestyle has been in place for so long that making lifestyle changes can help, but it's typically not, it's not gonna solve the problem of,
We got to start early.
you gotta start early. You have to start early. Yeah,
If you can't start early, when do you start?
now.
God, she's so smart. That's why I married her. She
Yeah,
just knows.
yeah.
It's like the Chinese proverb:
used
when
to
you plant a tree, you got it.
Yeah, was that right?
Yeah, when you
Okay.
plant a tree. When's the best time to plant a tree? 25 years ago.
What's the next best time?
Right now.
Right now. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's important to get started.
No matter where you're at.
No matter where you're at. But so this program is been studied and researched like any government program. All the stats show over the last in 2022. So this has been 24 years of statistics. 24 years of statistics. They show that people that enroll who are categorized as pre-diabetic and enroll in this type 2 diabetes prevention program. It's a year-long program on purpose because lifestyle doesn't change in, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. It takes a long time. There's a lot of support. There's a lot of accountability. But the risk reduction is 60 to 70% reduction of going from pre-diabetic to diabetic. And the difference in that is basically how old you are when you start. The older you are, it's your risk may be closer to the 60% reduction, but if you're younger, you can be closer to the 70% reduction. So you have a way less chance of having long-term problems if you enroll in this program. So that's what I'm excited about, because the problems that come, not only the amputations.
So can anybody run in this program?
So the short answer is yes. For me, the way I'm delivering it is anyone can enroll in the program.
So you can, like, even if you don't think that you're like.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, there is there's a couple ways to qualify through the CDC. A couple ways to qualify. So you have to be 18 years or older. This is for the national DPP, so Diabetes Prevention Program. You have to be 18 years of older. You have to have a BMI of 25 or more, which is.
How do you get a BMI?
There's a chart for that. It's a fancy height and weight chart. You can Google that.
Okay.
That's easy. Yeah. You have to not be previously diagnosed with type 1 or type 2, because the whole goal of this program is to prevent type 2. And you can't be pregnant. So those are like the kind of the thing. The other thing is.
Now, if you are, so I know for this program, but doing the things that you're doing, that would help a type 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I will take on somebody who is type 2 diabetic. We just are not gonna. We're not gonna have
Put them-
stats
they're not in the
we're not gonna have stats to submit to the government,
Right.
to prove out their model. But it's lifestyle choices is what we're teaching. So it's good for anybody. But they just have to have certain guidelines. So you can have a blood test done from your doctor. A lot of people who go to the doctor every year have that. Your A1C, if your A1C is between 5.7 and 6.4. Most people who are at risk kind of know where their A1C is, because they really probably have had those conversations with their doctor. Do you know what your A1C is?
No. I don't look at any of that stuff.
I know you don't. You should.
I should.
You should have some kind of idea. It's a basic health marker.
Yeah, okay. So I get it. And I agree with it.
Okay.
And I don't think anybody should do what I do, because it's bad. Okay.
Don't follow you.
Don't follow me.
Yeah.
So this is not looking at the camera. Don't follow. Mentally, like, I feel like I try to eat as good as I can. I go off. I mean, Woody brought us some candy yesterday, so I kind of got a little more candy.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I eat pretty good.
You do. And you're very active.
Yeah. So my thing is, like, I don't know. Like, I see so many of these people that, like I have aches and pains, but I feel like my pains are, like, from choices of what I've done to my body physically.
I would agree with that.
I'm not having any abnormal pain except for, I mean, I've done burpees. I've done a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So other stuff, I just feel like, what are they going to tell me? I'm like going,
That is you.
I got to take
Turn your phone off.
I got to take my, I did turn my phone. I got to take my dewormer.
Your dewormer.
I'm doing that. So
You are,
so
see?
my point is like, and I think it's good. I think people should have their numbers. I just
Yeah.
typically, I look at it because I think so many things, you go in these rabbit holes, and you know what? I know what I'm going to do. No matter what my numbers say, what am I going to change?
Yeah. Well, okay.
For me.
So then you're the problem.
Well, why? No, but I'm saying, like, I'm going to still,
Because that's what, like,
I still exercise.
well, you're still, because you're already active and you already eat. So, but the problem is, that's a lot of people's attitude. Like, I'm not, what am I going to change? So that's I'm looking for people that are ready to make some kind of change, whether or not they.
I don't feel like I'm overweight. I don't
No.
feel like I'm, I
No.
guess, so
there is a.
so if I had type
you
2
didn't-
diabetes-
If you didn't, go ahead.
say I did, would I be, like, if they said something's wrong, like, I wouldn't change anything I'm really doing. Like, if I went to my doctor and he said, hey, you're type 2 diabetic,
But you would have to change something.
what would I change?
The
Maybe cut
amount
my
of sugar that you eat.
Maybe
is
cut
what
my
you would
sugar out.
change. Yes.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have to. Yeah.
Like,
So I'm going to move on. So because if you don't know your
She always moves on with me,
I'm
Dad.
gonna
Say
move
no.
on. I'm gonna move on. If you don't know your blood glucose number and all that, your A1C number, there is a diabetes risk test that is just a self-assessment. There are 7 questions, and it will say whether or not you qualify or not.
okay, let's
you
go.
can get a score or 5 or higher. Oh,
Okay.
you want to do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm
Okay.
gonna see if I
Here we
am.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
you, me, and Devin.
Okay. How old are
I'm
you?
gonna beat Devin. 55.
I gotta take notes.
Devin, how
I
old
always
are you?
have to take notes.
I'm 23.
55.
I'm winning already.
23. Okay, wait a minute. So if you are, Nick, you already have 2. You already have 2 points.
Nailed it.
Damn it.
If
Okay.
you are younger than 40, you have 0.
So we're trying to get less
Nick
points.
yeah. So the thing is, if you score a 5 or higher,
Jeez.
and you're already starting with 2 just because of your age, and you can't even change that.
All right, let's
Dang.
go.
Okay,
Easy.
so male or female,
Male.
1 point.
Damn.
You're already at 3 just because of your.
I have 1.
These guys can count. Can we?
I'm just saying. Okay. So if you are a woman, so this is a no because the question is about if you were diagnosed with diabetes when you were pregnant. It's called gestational diabetes.
Okay.
Do you have a mother, father, sister, or brother with diabetes?
No.
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 Okay. Good. Damn. So we're looking for low numbers here. You guys are doing good. Have you ever been diagnosed with high blood pressure?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I see, but I don't know.
Never
This
gotten it.
was before I lost weight. Now
You were.
I think I'm chilling.
No,
Okay.
they said before it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so I have.
Have you
Yeah.
ever? It just said, have you ever?
Ever.
Okay.
How many points was that?
That was only 1.
Oh,
So you're at
easy.
2.
All right.
Nick, you're at 3. Devin's at 2. Are you physically active? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You are
good.
not
What do
physically
you
active.
mean? I walk for work.
Does that
okay?
count?
Yes. I am not the judge. He is judging himself. And
Well,
I am-
compared to you, sure, but I think compared
Yes,
to
right.
you, compared to most people, they wouldn't be as physically
How many?
active.
Okay. How many days a week do you work?
4 days a week,
Okay.
it counts.
How many steps?
It counts.
over 10,000 a day.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give him a 0. Okay.
Okay, now this is weight.
Oof.
How tall are you, first of all?
I think I'm 5'7".
Okay, so do you weigh between 159 and 190?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you get 1 point for that.
What?
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm about to get like 4 points for this one.
I don't know. So you're 23. Wait a minute. How tall are you?
5'11".
5'11.
I'll get yelled at if I say 6 foot.
Your mother will be watching.
Because you're not.
Okay. Are you between 179 and 214?
No.
Are you between 215 and 285?
Yes.
Okay.
I like them big gaps. That was nice.
Yeah.
Nice of them to
see?
do that.
Right. You got it. It's a chunk.
So we're
So
even.
2, 3, 4. You both scored a 4.
Oh.
It's a tie.
Tie.
It's a
I'll take
tie.
it. Okay.
Wait, so
So-
we won, right?
You both won.
We both won.
Ding,
Yes,
ding,
right.
ding, 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 ding. You both
So
won.
we're close. That was closer than I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't take much. And Devin,
So what can I
like,
affect?
even though you're 23, if you were 286 pounds or more, that would put you into the 5-point category.
I was there.
So you were there at one point. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And so you're like a really great example of
So the
massively lowering your risk just by losing the weight you've
So
lost.
the first 2 we can't
First 2 you
change.
can't control, but you can't control whether or not a female can't control whether or not she's had it when she was pregnant. That just,
The hypertension you can control.
yeah.
What was the other 0 one? The exercise.
Exercise, physically
yeah.
active. It doesn't say this on the test, but in the course, what we teach is 150 minutes of exercise every week. So it's not massive, excessive, heavy exercise. Even if it's walking, 150 minutes a week.
Okay.
So it doesn't take a lot.
And
It
not
just takes-
continuous.
it doesn't have to be,
Right.
but yeah,
Because I think a lot of people think that.
30
They think-
minutes, 5
They
times
think
a week.
like, because even I mean, you walk and you're walking around and then you sit and wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm walking
that
that within a 6 to 8 hour period.
Yeah.
yeah. And you're just, yeah.
So you sit, but people would think that that's not like I would say, like some people think if I don't exercise, there was a thought
That you had
that
to
if you
get
didn't
on the
do
treadmill
cardio,
for 30 minutes.
For 30
yeah.
minutes, it did
Yeah.
not affect your heart rate.
It
and actually, the
shows more
studies have
now.
showed that anything that
Movement matters.
matters,
Movement matters. It doesn't have to be Yeah. Purposeful exercise on the treadmill or on the elliptical or whatever. Yeah. As long as you're moving and you're active, that's the most important thing. Yeah. Yeah. So the program's a whole year long. So I think if you take that test or you even hear those questions, it's easy to see how 98 million Americans are going to qualify.
Right.
Right. So if you were, how tall are you? 5'7". So if you weighed 255 or more.
255
Yeah.
at 5'7".
Yeah.
Oof.
You would be 3 points. Oh, actually you only needed one extra point. So if you weighed 191, you would be in the right category because of your age. So you were at 4 points. To get one more point would have been 191. So you're only,
So I'm a buck 60 right now.
yeah. So if you were 30 pounds
Which isn't
overweight,
crazy.
which isn't crazy, right? If you were
I'll say 255 was a big number.
that was a big
At
number for you.
5'7".
So because of your age,
Right.
your weight had to, because you're young, you had to carry a lot of extra weight in order to get the extra points. But because of his age, you just need 30 extra pounds
I'm a double nickel. I'm going to be 56
next week.
next week.
Next week.
Ooh.
What day is it on?
Monday. My birthday is Monday. Yes.
We'll celebrate on the podcast next week.
Yes.
I don't like birthdays.
I know. They're better than
I
not
don't mind
having them.
No, I don't mind. As I don't like
They're
them.
better than not having them.
Yeah.
You don't like to celebrate them.
Birthday's a birthday. Yeah.
So anyway, that's how 98 million Americans qualify because it doesn't take a whole lot, really. There's a lot of people that are carrying around too much weight. A lot of it has to do with weight that makes them qualify easily.
So you're going to be talking about diet. You're going to be talking about exercise.
Yes. Diet and exercise. And diet's the word everybody uses, but it really is just learning how to make healthier choices.
Like I don't
with your
agree. I don't
food.
agree with diets.
I don't think,
A diet. Well, I mean, I think diet to me is like, in my terms, diet is what you eat,
yes,
not a
I'm not
diet.
following a diet.
Diet.
That's the 80s version of
yes.
language.
I think people still
diet,
think
yes.
that though.
I think some people still do.
Yeah.
Like
I think a lot of people do. If I said,
Like
what's
I'm
your
on a
diet?
diet.
Yeah,
I'm
not
on a
it.
diet. That's not, that is like the 80s language. Today's language is my diet consists of. The food I eat and drinks that I consume are the list of the food and drinks I consume. It's like my food intake. Like diet is food and drink intake in today's language.
And I tell you what, I was just thinking back, like Everest was tough because when you're there, you only had so much. Like there wasn't as many options.
Okay. So why did that make it tough?
Well, no, I should make it easier. I'm sorry. I think our American, we have so many options. It's so abundant.
Yeah.
It's so easy to
Yeah.
get food in a lot of, I guess,
Yeah.
there are people that are struggling and
Yeah.
I understand that. But for the most part, food is, and they had a lot of different options, but it was a lot of
And
it's healthier. I think it was like, they did some deep fried, but it was like a lot more rice and noodles and,
Right.
like potatoes.
A lot of potatoes. Well, they grew potatoes, so not much grows there. They had to eat what they could grow.
I thought I was in Ireland. It was like they had more potatoes and
A lot of,
telling you, oh my God. It's like
but you were walking 8 hours a day, so
know.
you could burn off those potatoes.
Potatoes
But let's talk about that because that's one of the biggest misconceptions that we talk about is when people want to start losing weight, their first thing they say is, I need to go to the gym. I need to get active. When really the first thing they need to do is start
Get your diet right.
making some adjustments in what they're eating. Yeah. We had a guy this morning came in and met with one of our coaches downstairs, and he's like, I just feel terrible. I'm on my way to type 2 diabetes. I mean, it was like literally this just happened this morning. He came in, I'm on my way to type 2 diabetes. I feel terrible. We just had a holiday weekend, and I had a wake-up call because I have my time off of work, and I literally I feel exhausted. I can't enjoy my time with my family. We're having these picnics. I feel like I could barely get up and engage, like I'm struggling. And so we're like, okay, what do you typically eat? He works night shift. He said, well, I got up this morning, when I get up off my time sleeping, I had a bologna sandwich on white bread, and I kind of eat whatever at work. I go to the vending machine. I like Fritos.
Bologna tastes good, but
Bologna,
it's so bad.
so bad. And then we're like, okay, so what do you drink? He's like, 6 or 7 diet sodas a day.
And everybody thinks that's okay.
I don't think everybody thinks that's okay. But
Dylan
I don't
does.
think it's that uncommon for people to
Well-
have because this is back to because we have so much access to so many different foods. It's easy to take the easy route. So the vending machine Fritos are way more convenient than packing a snack every day.
Right.
That's a little healthier.
But like I said, like the problem with the 0-calorie stuff, people think that the
Yeah.
0-calorie stuff, I can just drink as much as I want.
Yeah.
It actually, I think it robs the body of calcium.
I don't know about that, but it does stimulate your body to want more carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More sugar. Yeah. So the more diet you drink, I mean,
Diet soda.
now Fritos
Artificial.
though, let's get back to, let's not blast Fritos, because Fritos have only 3 ingredients.
I do like Fritos as
It has
if you had to
corn.
choose
Yeah.
between
If you look at the ingredients, it's 3 ingredients.
3 ingredients.
Corn,
Yeah.
something, and
If you
something.
look at a lot, if you look at a lot of other chips or snacks, the ingredient list is
Huge.
all kinds of
Yeah.
things that you can't pronounce. But Fritos are good that way. They're they're
But just not a lot of them.
just a few things.
I think what's crazy though is I've lost. I mean, I need to give myself more credit for exercise. I've lost 50 pounds not going to the gym a single day, just strictly diet.
Right.
Right.
And I had to change the way I look at it. I'm also, to be transparent, I'm on semaglutide,
Right.
which is Ozempic, whatever,
Yep.
Wegovy. And I feel like I can actually function like a normal human being, where like before, I've been able to change my diet completely because I can eat a meal and feel satisfied.
full,
I'm
right.
I'm still eating a ton. I'm just doing a calorie deficit. I was going probably from eating 6,000 calories a day to
Yeah.
under 2,000.
Yeah.
And I've been able to, and I do walk a lot with work.
But even if you were super active, I mean, 6,000 calories
Oh, it's crazy.
is
Yeah.
like Olympic athlete
I was
training
yeah.
calorie
And
intake.
I had a eating disorder. I was like addicted to food,
Yeah.
and I still drink Coke Zero. I love Coke Zero. It's like I eat and I'm happy. I'm not
Yeah.
eating like before when I'd go on diets, I would be miserable. But like
I think that's a
I feel like I'm a normal person now.
Yeah.
I feel like
And you're lucky. I
that's
mean,
so
you're lucky
good.
with
I feel like
the-
I'm a normal person now because
Yeah.
I can eat
I eat and I get full.
and I get full and I feel good
yeah.
and I have energy.
I feel like
Yeah.
I can eat. I'm eating to live, not live to eat.
Yeah.
That's been like the biggest.
That is so good.
But you check the that's the mental aspect of it, right? Like that, like because you're lucky. I mean, there are people on the Ozempic and on some of these other drugs that don't feel good. I mean, because it
Oh,
slows
absolutely,
it.
yeah.
I mean, so not everybody is like
I'm very
That's
lucky.
good. Are lucky
Mm-hmm.
that you because a lot of people they lose the weight and lose it, but they can't do it because
The side effects.
the
are
side effects they
rough.
feel bad and it's
Yeah.
just they have no energy.
Absolutely.
They have no.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, same thing when I was running. I mean, you can't out exercise
Can't
bad
out
nutrition.
exercise about.
You just feel bad. I mean, I was eating fast food every day.
And you were taking naps every day because you didn't have enough energy. to
Yeah, and I
get
wasn't
through the
sleeping
day.
a lot. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think also weight loss and just health. They talk about sleep in your program.
Yep. Yep.
Sleep is huge.
Sleeping's huge. Stress reduction.
I made that in my life. That changed my whole.
changed everything for you. Actually sleeping
Yeah.
a chunk
I
of
used to-
time every night.
I used to get rid of. Didn't think I had to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
You having a sleep schedule has
Yeah, like,
changed your
man, if I'm like
health.
7, 8 hours, I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go. Now it's like though it's hard though, because now it's like 9 o'clock. I'm like, I need my 8. I'm ready to go to bed.
You're sleeping
Yeah.
usually if you can be.
Yeah, I fell asleep last night. Yeah,
On the couch.
I put on
Yeah. So it's all about
Italian
so
Job. Great movie.
the thing that is a great movie. The thing that we talk about a lot, and so it's a year-long program. So it's like you are with these people together in a group for an entire year, because what we find is support and accountability are the two most important things when people are on a lifestyle change program. So having support, having other people in the same boat as you, knowing that somebody there as a coach is there to help you through, other people going through what you're going through. You have this community of people who are going through the same thing together, and it's way easier than trying to figure it out on your own. If people could figure out on their own, we wouldn't have 90 million Americans in the pre-diabetic stage.
Right.
And then the accountability of showing up every week. It's weekly for the first several months, and then it backs off. So it's designed to be intense in the beginning, a lot of support, a lot of accountability, and we kind of like phase out slowly over the next several months, and with the goal of, being able to handle it on your own or with this new community that you but you don't necessarily need weekly accountability once you've spent a year building the habits that are healthy for you.
And people gotta they gotta do work.
Yeah.
Like the
and
thing
it
is, they
doesn't-
have to get
Good,
ready.
Lynn, I see you. Good.
They gotta get ready to. It's not easy when you're making a lifestyle change. You know, it's like
Right.
it's not. Get over it. Like
I think
you have to but I think the same thing. It's like mentally, you got to get prepared, and it's not same thing. Yeah. Well, I want to eat 5 pieces. I mean, I do. I could eat a bag of. I feel bad. I can eat a bag of candy any day.
I know.
I'm better when I fast. I just don't eat any of it. And
I wouldn't feel bad at all. I'm gonna be like that's what
wouldn't even feel bad.
I would go back to the way I was living every single day tomorrow if there wasn't the health risk and I.
Wow. Because you didn't feel.
I never felt bad. I felt good. I looked forward to it every day.
Okay.
And
What do you mean? You're saying before?
oh yeah, I'd go back tomorrow eating the way I was.
So let me you say that, right?
So you did it because of your health.
yeah, my dad almost had a heart attack.
But here's the
and,
thing, though.
So
So have
yeah,
you gone off the rails?
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, I have a little bit. Yeah.
When?
When I got off of the shot because of financial reasons, and I got off, and I also moved at the same time, and I made a very quick life change without the support I needed. And I didn't go off the rails completely, but like I could see the habits creeping back of like eating out more.
Well,
and, like,
because I guess what I'm saying is
Did you feel bad then?
I did.
Yeah. So I guess I'm getting back to that's my point
I
is
see where you're going with this.
you didn't feel good. It was your normal. I didn't feel same thing when I would eat. Like when I was eating that bad all the time. Like I don't eat that. That's part of my problem now is I don't eat. Like I'll go on things of candy. Like that's my
but
downfall.
before you didn't realize how bad you felt because
Yes.
you were drinking a ton
I just
of
felt bad.
coffee.
I just
and
felt bad
going
all the
to
time.
Burger King
You know what I
every
mean?
day.
Until I felt good, and then you're like, just like right now, if I told you to smash, 6,000 calories, you would be like, you would. I mean, it
I
would
don't
just.
think I could. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd feel terrible.
It would feel. So
I see
people
what
don't
you're saying. You don't realize how bad you feel because
until
that's
you feel
just your
until
normal.
you feel good.
And to
Until
be
you
fair,
feel
this
good.
is the first time I've weighed this since my freshman year of high school. So I've never been a small person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
it's definitely now that I'm here, I'm like I kind of like it
I
here
kinda
a little
like
better.
it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels
Feel
a little better.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Well, because
That's
that's
so
what
good.
we talk to people all the time about that. Is like, I don't feel bad. Well, then when they feel good, they're like, holy, maybe I did feel.
I
bad.
did feel bad. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
didn't realize. So
I
you
just
don't
didn't
know how
realize.
bad you feel until you feel good.
And
yeah.
the same thing. Like I literally, I was not. I mean, I was probably maybe 4 pounds less or 5 pounds less than I am right now. Back then, it was about 155 because I was running like crazy.
Yeah.
But I ate fast food. I mean, I loved it. I mean, I could smash 20 tacos. I just loved them. I mean, and I used to, So that would, and I wasn't
You
sleeping a lot
didn't
either.
though. Burger King was your go-to. I don't know why, but that was
Yeah.
what was.
What were
on
you
the
getting
chart
at Burger
all the time.
King?
Dude, I'm a classic chicken,
Okay.
4 hamburgers, a
4
fry,
hamburgers?
just regular, not like the Whoppers, the regular hamburger. Yeah, I mean junior.
You know
hamburger.
that's not real food?
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I knew, but see, here's the thing: the difference between me and
So
most,
good. That's
the
what you
difference
guys
between me and
say.
most people is this: I was like, I'm so mentally tough. There's good stuff. There is. I mean, if you broke it down,
And then you were exercising like
and I was acting like crazy, and I'd be like, whatever good
not
is in this hamburger, I'm taking out all the bad's gonna come. Like it can't hurt me.
And
I'm a
then at
tank.
2 o'clock you were taking a nap
Yeah.
and didn't make the connection.
No.
No.
Well, I made the connection. I slept probably 3 hours, 4 hours
Yeah.
at night.
So it was a whole storm of
Yeah,
mess.
and it would, and actually it kind of helped me sleep because I'd go into like a food coma. So I get like a little 20-minute nap at the office. It was awesome. So that was like part of it. Like if I could go get a little 20-minute nap, you know what I mean? It was
Then
like
you'd
eat
feel like a
that.
new person,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I'd wake up like, okay, I'm ready to go. But it was like,
But you weren't significantly overweight when you were eating like that because
No.
you were exercising.
I was running 100 and something miles a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean-
well, from the outside too, it's so being somebody who like I did eat like that and I gained the weight. I'd see someone eating the exact same thing, and not have the consequences I was having, and
Yeah.
that's like.
That's
It
hard
kind
to
of
see.
it always was really hard because it was like, well, I'm screwed out of luck here. I mean,
Yeah.
they're eating it what I'm eating.
And they're not
And
the
they're
same
like-
size.
So, yeah. Life ain't fair, bro.
It really ain't.
I know.
It's not. I mean, that's
I know.
Coming back for 'em.
That's why comparison
It's the
is
thief of joy.
for
Yep.
joy, right? Because
Comparison.
and
is
if,
the
I mean,
thief
I
of
think so
joy.
many people
That
do
is
that. And
so
they're like
true.
just like spending money or doing whatever else. They think, well, they can do it. I can do it. No, I mean, maybe you can, maybe you can't. And
Right.
other unicorns out there that could eat Burger King every day and be shredded and be healthy. Yeah, I mean, definitely on a scale.
Right.
There's
always a
there's always an
spectrum.
outlier.
Yeah.
You know,
But
and
the
then
bell curve,
that's right.
the masses
Yeah.
of us
are
cannot
here.
do that. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Most
so I
of
think
us can't do that.
So I
So
love this.
really,
I mean, it's like
it's all about small changes over time.
right.
It's all about small changes over time, and it's building new, healthier habits. Small little changes over time with a group of people and support to
I think it's gonna be great.
keep that going.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
needed.
super
I
excited.
think it's a moderation.
So we're gonna start the
My
first
dad
one in
loved it, yeah.
July.
My dad would do that.
Your dad.
He would never do it, but he was like the guy you would be him, be Fred. You know, eat the. Oh, he exercised too much.
He exercised a lot.
Not too much, but he exercised. But he was like the.
He was also the
like you and me.
model of exercise in terms of, like, he would run some, he would bike some, he would swim
Swim.
some, he would stretch, he would lift weights, he would, he would
Yeah.
like snow ski, he would do just, it was all movement for him.
Yeah.
And he was really definitely like committed to all kinds of different movement instead of like
One,
one.
Yeah.
Like you're a runner.
like me.
You're a runner.
You're like she's talking to me.
You're a
You guys
runner.
don't really realize that whole 30-second speech for it was directed
directed at
right
him.
towards me.
But he was
No, he was good at
he was
it.
definitely good at it. And
He's
that
a
was
one
like,
cookie
well,
guy. He's a one portion guy. He was
Yeah.
a one chicken breast guy. He's a one hamburger. I mean, he was just like he would eat
Yeah.
everything.
But just small
Moderation.
portions. Yeah. Mhm.
Everything's moderation. Everything's small
Yeah.
portions. Everything, and
Yeah.
he would. Yeah, and
He'd have a glass of wine and some
Yep.
cheese occasionally, but
He
and
was
it was not
consistent,
very consistent,
Yeah.
very much moderation
moderation. I
and,
didn't-
and
I didn't-
exercise.
I didn't get that.
You did not get that. He did not pass that on to you.
No.
You're an all or nothing guy.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm
why you
excited.
love
about,
me.
I'm excited about the program.
And I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be an
Yeah.
amazing program. It's gonna be something that is gonna help change the world.
Yeah. So I already have a little waiting list started because
Yep.
people have
So
been.
if you're interested, yes, get a hold of us.
Yeah.
And
I'll put the link for this that test that we did. It's actually developed by the National Diabetes Prevention Program. So I'll put the link to that in with this podcast,
Okay.
and then if you can,
you won't
if
do
we
that.
wanna,
Devin will do it.
Devin, I'll
gonna
send
say.
it
I
to
work-
Devin, and he will figure out how to make it attached to however this works.
Yeah, if you're interested, if you know somebody, tag him in it. I mean,
Yeah.
get on our YouTube channel. He'll put that on there. And this, maybe in his Facebook, in the links, we'll put it in the
Yeah.
Facebook. And get on there, then, same thing, like tag somebody that's interested in it. It's definitely something that's
Yeah.
going to help. And
No
we need-
commitment right away. We're just we're gonna spend the month of June like finding people that are interested, talking about if they want to commit or not commit, because it is a commitment.
Right.
It's a 12-month commitment, and so
But it's the rest of your life.
but it is for the rest of your life, right? So it's for the people who are ready to be supported in a major way to make a change in their life.
Yep.
And not everyone's ready for that, and that's okay. So I'm not looking for everybody. I'm looking for the people who want to change.
I love it. All right. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
This
next
is good.
week-
Thank you. Next
Like, we're
week.
actually ahead. We're like, it's June 8th, isn't it?
Next week should.
Yeah, so I think
I
we
don't
have
think it's the 8th. The 8th is a Saturday. I think it's the 6th.
6th. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
June 6th, whatever. The next Thursday, we have Todd Sarker coming.
Oh,
Who is
good.
going to be an interesting story. So
Yeah.
he owns Sarka sheet metal,
Mm-hmm.
but he makes the pedal bikes that you see that you drink on.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The little
makes-
like
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he delivers them all around the country, and it's
Yeah.
awesome. He does those, so he's going to come in.
We're gonna talk about that story.
We're going to talk
and
about
how
story,
that
how he
happened.
started. He's he's been in the community. I've known Todd. He was about, I think, a year or two ahead of me, so I knowed him
Your
for
whole
a
life,
Our
pretty
whole
much,
life, yeah.
yeah.
I've known him from for a long time. And but he's very successful, a great guy, full of
Yeah.
energy. A little nervous, he said. He's like, I'm not a public speaker. I said, it's easy. We're having a conversation. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
So we'll
that's
have
good.
him in. So
I'm excited to hear the pedal bike
so
story.
this will be he'll be our first. Well, I guess no, second, but first with the table in this room though.
yeah, right. Yeah, we had.
I mean, we're upgrading. We're
We
constantly
are. Every
upgrading.
week there's something different in here.
We
so
talked
this
about
is
he
good.
talked about maybe getting a couch. I saw a couch on the thing, but I don't know how that fits.
I don't know. We'll have to work on that.
Like a table or something. We got to look at. But she wants to paint this.
I
You
do
want to
wanna
paint it,
paint
or
the
you
wall.
want to put? I looked at curtains.
A curtain on the wall without a window?
Didn't we talk about?
Yeah. Well,
Did we talk about
You
it?
talked about that.
I did?
That was your idea. Oh, right on.
Yeah.
I don't think it was, but maybe it was.
I think it
You
was
take-
my idea.
Do you take
Oh.
Under Armour or not Under Armour, but their stuff, our memory armor?
I'll take
We have a product
Memory
called Memory
armor.
Me, but I need to take
Yeah,
it.
maybe you need to take it. Goodness.
All right, guys. So
Thank
remember,
you,
the world
Devin.
needs light to shine.
We need your light to shine, and
You.
you definitely need your light to shine. Have
See
a
you-
great week.
See you next week with Todd. Have a great week.